you want to give us some of your time.
Yes, brother. Yes.
And welcome to Italy. How is Italy treating you?
It's really nice, you know. Every time I come here, I feel a nice vibration, you know. The weather's always usually nice as well, and it's kind to us. And I'm grateful to be here, you know, in the mighty name of Jah, you know.
Is it your first time on Zion Station?
No, I came here 2016. Was my first time in Italy as well. It was a nice experience. I came here with King Earthquake, and yeah, it was a really nice experience. And I've always held it in a good place, you know, in my memories, you know. So yeah, man, glad to be here.
Now, I was hoping to learn a bit more about how you got into the music, because when you broke through, it was mainly with the big OBF hit,
yes.
And then suddenly you were all over.
Okay.
But I guess it was a long time coming for Joseph Lalibela before this hit, so I would like to hear some more about that.
Yeah, well, you know, sound system culture now has taken off very big in Europe, you know. I was born into the sound system culture in the UK. So from a very young age, I had my school sound. I was with the sound from Handsworth called Upsetter, and I was with my sound that I'm still with today, you know, my family, Scientist sound, you know, from Birmingham. You know, we call it Burning Strong, you know, because we're still burning strong, you know. So yeah, I just, when I was around about 13, I started to chat lyrics, and you know, I just gravitated to the sound system. There was a lot of sound system dances in my area, and in Birmingham, to be fair, it is a hotbed of sound system, because Birmingham, we wish they're burning strong, you know. In a burning strong is many sounds in the Birmingham area. So you have like different areas that kind of defend their area, you know. So you have to stand out and be different from other sounds, you know. So I didn't realize it at that time, you know, but it was training me to be able to hold my own on sound system, and I just love the culture, and I just love sound system because you're on the same level as the people, you know. You're not up on stage or anything like that. You're on the same level as the people, and you know, there's a beautiful vibe to sound system, you know.
You say from Birmingham, then I think you also worked with Urban Wooligan?
Yes, I did. I worked with Wooly as well. I knew Wooly from way back, before the Lalibela experience started to happen. You know, I was named, I was a DJ called Liquor Sense, you know, when I was young. And yeah, Wooly was another sound, Orthodox 38, which was in the Handsworth area as well. And yeah, man, you know, whatever sound was playing, we would go and support that sound. You know, if my sound wasn't playing, I would go and support other sounds, and then obviously I would chat the mic on their sounds and stuff like that. And yeah, man, we work with Wooly, and Wooly's a great producer too. Good
now I wonder, you're a singer and you work for many sounds. Now what you see in the UK is you have a lot of sound systems, but you also have a very dense concentration of very interesting artists and singers. Now in Europe you have a lot of sound system. Like in Flanders, we have like 100 sound systems. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But we don't have the same number of new artists and new musicians. Why do you think that is? Why is sound system not producing more new music?
Well, I can tell you why. You know, because the era that we grew up in was an era of, like, in the 80s and coming through the 70s and the 80s. Yeah, it was a very reggae is the voice of the people. Yeah, and it is an expression and a frequency that comes from within, and it came from Jamaica. So it came from way back, from even before reggae music. It came from the slaves, yeah, that was under oppression, yeah, and they felt that their life was so hard that they had to express a good feeling. So they express a good frequency. So you hear in the old days the slaves would sing just to make their heart feel a little bit better, you know. So through that progression came blues music, and then it came into reggae, yeah. So when it migrated to the UK, we had like a fight, you could say, in the system at that time, you know, because there was a lot of police brutality and there was a lot of racism that was going on. So reggae music became our expression, the same as what I just spoke about in the old days. You know, it became our expression to express and to make a good feeling and feel a joy within our hearts, you know. So that's why there was so many, and as I was saying before, because there's so many sound systems in the area, everybody was expressive. And you had to stand out from the next person, because there was many great artists, and even till now there's a lot of great artists in Birmingham. Yeah, like I just saw Isaiah Davis, the Murray Man's coming. There's many artists from, you know, a whole heap of artists. They're too many to mention. Yeah, that are from Birmingham, and that is why I think a lot to do with it is that kind of thing, you know, the expression of. So it is a cultural thing for us, you know. Mm-hmm. So it just comes out in our culture, and we like to spread that message and give that message to other people. And when we see the joy that it gives other people, it makes us feel good too. So we love to share, you know, sharing is caring.
It's interesting that you say the frequency of reggae, because to me it always feels like there's some harmony in reggae that people miss in their own lives, and that's why they're being dragged to it.
Yes, I agree. You know, there is reggae is a music that just makes you feel good. You know, like a lot of people can play musical instruments, yeah. But in Jamaica we have a thing called, like, you could play the drum, but if it doesn't have the right feel, it's not right. You might be playing the same notes or the same drum, you know, the same beats, but there has to be a feel to it, you know. And reggae is all about the feel, you know, and it's about how it makes us feel, and if we enjoy it, it makes you guys feel. So they give this.
When you sing and you bring a message, it's to talk to people's hearts in another way?
Yes, and to shine the light. Because, you know, the world is filled with a lot of darkness, you know. So we have to be the light that leads the way and shines in the darkness to lead people to a better life and a better way of living, and to live more harmoniously and more in harmony, not just with our brothers and our sisters, but within the world and within different races and creeds and colors, you know. So yeah, we like to bring the message, and reggae music has always had a message of it's the foundation of reggae music and dub music, and is built on Jah and righteousness, and that's why that comes out in the music, and we try to bring that to the masses, you know, so that we can all live more righteously and in more right standing, and in a better way, you know. Bring love to the world, you know.
Okay. Now you sing a lot about Rasta, and you've been there since quite a while. And I think in your younger days it was probably more like a monocultural, one black nation kind of thing. Now there's a lot of diversity in the dance, but I wonder, is it also the same spirituality or militancy that it was back in the day? Do you miss that now? Is it the same?
I think you cannot really, the way you are is just the way you are, yeah? And every human being is unique and individual. There is a purpose for every human being to be on the planet. God made each and every one of us for a purpose, to do a special job. So you are who you are. You get what I'm saying? It's already been placed within you, yeah? But it's down to yourself and myself to look within ourselves and unpack the greatness that is in us. But the world, you see, it seems to keep us distracted from looking in ourselves and finding the true greatness, you know? So, you know, with media and phones and computers, it distracts us from finding that greatness that lies within each and every one of us, you know?
Great. Now I wonder for my... the thing is, when people go to a session and they get into a trance, a lot of that is because of the power of the sound system and because everything is so loud. Do you think sound system is the only right way to hear reggae? To really get the message of and the power within?
No. I think reggae can be heard, you know, many different ways. But sound system is a unique way. The reason why we love sound system now is when it migrated to England and to the UK, we were kind of locked. We were in like a lockdown, you know, because we're used to living like this and out and playing our sound systems out, and there was nothing like that for us to do in England. So it was kind of a cry, you know, it was like a rebellion kind of thing. So when the bass, and we draw the bass and we feel literally Babylon shake, yeah, we feel good because we're making a mark, and it feels like we're fighting back against the oppression, you know. So we want to be heard, you know. We always want our voices to be heard, and our voices have always been silenced over the years. So that's why sound system is so loud and so proud and so big and mighty.
Now to end with, I wonder, do you have any new musical works in the pipeline? Something new coming out?
Yes, I've got a tune that should be released shortly. It's called Jah Kingdom, and it's coming out on Indica Dubs label. Should be out probably in the next month or so. I also have a project that I'm working on with a band called The Fullness. So we want that to come out as well. And really, you know, there's a few new songs coming in the pipeline, but for me, it has to be organic, and it has to be something that's not forced, and it has to just come naturally. And that's all of my music comes like that, you know. So that's why it's really something you can feel, you know.
If I'm right, we're gonna see you soon again in Belgium because you're coming with Sound.
Yes, you're right. You're on it, brother. Yeah, man, true. We're gonna be there in October. I think it's October the 6th. With
6th or the 8th, yeah.
Or the 6th or the 8th, I'm not sure. Yeah. So Scientist is gonna be there. My sound, which I'm really glad for that. My cousin Desi Roots, aka Ruben Gandor, is gonna be there. Also Ripey, Gargan Brown, Zebulon, Ross Nicholas, the full crew is gonna be there. So that is gonna be history, you know. And we're very grateful to King Step Sound and all of the promotion and everything that has gone into bringing us over there. So we're grateful and we're thankful always to the Most High Jah every time, you know. Give thanks.
Looking forward. Give thanks.
Give thanks, yeah? Blessed Lord.